Hello friends, we are solving MCQs over reduction formulae, beta and gamma function. So let's start with examples. The first example is to find the value for beta mn into beta m plus n comma p. So we know the formula for beta function in terms of gamma, that is beta of mn is gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n. So using this formula we get beta mn into beta m plus n comma p. Now for this beta mn is gamma m gamma n upon gamma m plus n, and for this will be gamma m plus n gamma p upon gamma m plus n plus p. Okay, again if you observe, gamma m plus n cancels, so what remains? Gamma n gamma p upon gamma m plus n plus p. If you observe the options, option B is the right answer. Next question. To find this integration 0 to 1 x raised to half into 1 minus x raised to 5 by 2 dx. Okay, so we know the definition for the beta function. This is example of beta function, and we know the definition of beta mn. Beta mn is nothing but integration 0 to 1 x raised to m minus 1 into 1 minus x raised to n minus 1 dx. If you compare the definition of beta function with the given example, you can observe the value for m minus 1 is 1 by 2 and value for n minus 1 is 5 by 2. This will be m, which is 3 by 2, and n, which will be 7 by 2. Therefore we will need this beta mn. So m is 3 by 2 and n is 7 by 2. So this is our answer. So option A is the right answer. Next question. To evaluate in equal to integration log x raised to n dx. Okay, we will observe the options. Option contains the terms like in minus 1. Okay, so before solving the given integration, I will just replace this n by n minus 1. So what I will get? n minus 1 into this in minus 1 equal to integration log x raised to n minus 1 dx. Okay, now we will solve this given integration. So we have in equal to integration log x raised to n dx. So we need to solve this integration using by parts. So you must know what is the formula for by parts. Usually we take the integration of product of two functions like this. If you will consider this as a first part and this as a second part, then the integration of product of u into v will be, first part will be as it is into integration of second part minus integration of derivative of first part into integration of second part. So this is our formula. But in the given example we have only one part, so we need to assume the second part. Suppose I will write this in as integration log x raised to n into 1 dx. So assume the second part, this is our second part, to be 1, and this is our first part. Therefore what we get? In equal to, using this formula, first part as it is, so that is log x raised to n as it is into integration of second part, integration of 1 with respect to x minus integration derivative of first part, that is d by dx of log x raised to n into integration of second part, that is integration of 1 with respect to x dx into dx. So this is equal to this log x as it is, integration of 1 with respect to x is x minus integration derivative of log x raised to n. Log x raised to n is a composite function, so its derivative will be n into log x raised to n minus 1 into derivative of log x is 1 by x. Again, integration of 1 is x dx. Again, this x cancels with this x. So, what remains? This is equal to log x raised to n into x minus n is constant, I can take it out, integration log x raised to n minus 1 dx. Now from this term we can write this integration as in minus 1. So this will become log x raised to n into x minus n, and we can replace this whole term by in minus 1 and its LHS is in. So let's simplify. This will be in, this term will come to the LHS, that will be plus n in minus 1 equal to x into log x raised to n. If you will observe the options, option A is the right answer. Next question. To evaluate this integral, okay, and the integral is given integration 0 to infinity x raised to m minus 1 upon 1 plus bx by a raised to m plus n dx. Okay, now see, we have one definition for beta function, beta of mn, which is integration 0 to infinity x raised to m minus 1 upon 1 plus x raised to m plus n dx. Okay, but if you will observe, both the terms are not similar and we cannot compare it. Okay, so we need to convert our given example into the standard form, and what they are saying, you need to substitute this bx by a by t. So let's substitute given term bx by a equal to t. So from this I can get the value for x. X will be a by b into t. Therefore differentiating both sides, so this will be dx is equal to a by b into dt. Okay, now let's substitute all the terms. What we will get? Integration 0 to infinity x raised to m minus 1 upon 1 plus bx by a raised to m plus 1 dx. This will become integration 0 to infinity. What is x? From this equation, x is a by b into t. So this will be a by b into t raised to m minus 1 upon 1 plus bx by a is t raised to m plus n, and the value for dx is a by b into dt. So let's solve this. So this will be integration 0 to infinity. This will be a by b raised to m minus 1 into t raised to m minus 1 upon 1 plus t raised to m plus n into a by b dt. So which is, now take out constant a by b raised to m minus 1 into a by b raised to 1 into integration 0 to infinity t raised to m minus 1 upon 1 plus t raised to m plus n dx. Now if you will observe, this is our definition of gamma beta function. This is the value for beta mn. The variable may be different, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so we can again simplify. This will be a by b raised to m into a by b raised to minus 1 into a by b raised to 1, and this is nothing but beta mn. Okay, I can write this a by b raised to m minus 1 as a by b raised to m into a by b raised to minus 1, and again if you observe, this raised to minus 1 and raised to 1 cancels, so what remains? A by b raised to m into beta of mn, and if you observe, option A is the right answer. Thank you. If you liked my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.